realize is, and why you thought that you had lost hope and there was no hope for turning things around in your life, but you didn't understand that those very same foolish mistakes that people were condemning and criticizing you for were the very same foolish mistakes that God said you needed to make in order for him to elevate and take you to the next step of your life. Amen. See, that's what you didn't understand. That's what these people didn't understand. You had a lot of people who were on the outside looking in, and they didn't even understand what God was doing. You didn't even understand until it manifested and it presented itself in your life. This is why I tell people all the time, I say, you talking bad about somebody, be careful who you put your mouth on. Because there are a lot of people who put their mouth on you and they look crazy. But see, the thing is, they had so much to say when you were losing and when things weren't going right in your life. And you see what they're doing now? You hear crickets. Why? Because, see, all they could do was sit back and watch you in awe, watch you in shock, and watch you in regret, because God is your shield. God is your protector. God is your redeemer. God changed that whole dynamic and narrative for your life. Do you understand me what I'm saying? See, you were being isolated. When you start losing people by the boatloads, this is the sign. See, these are the signs that you weren't being aware of. When God is preparing you for something big and massive in your life, what he's about to bring to you, you have to be prepared. You have to be ready for that. What I tell you all the time, I tell you, new levels, new devils. See, this is what God needed you to go through so that you would learn. So when he brought you to that next level of your life and you had to go up against these demonic and treacherous and evil and wicked folk, you were already prepared to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you knew what it felt like when they were trying to destroy you before. You knew what it felt like when people were trying to defeat you before. You knew what it felt like when people were trying to overcome you, attack you. It's confirmation right there. You knew what that felt like. And by God having his hand in the mix, not only did you know, not only did you know what that felt like, you were learning from these things. You were learning from these people. You were learning from these situations. You had to be isolated in order for you to clear out the noise. See, you don't even understand confirmation. See, oh my God. This is the thing. This is the thing. Isolation comes before elevation, right? When you are being isolated, you are in your power. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are able to clear out the noise. What I mean by the noise, the people of the world, the things of the world, situations of the world, matters of the world. When you are being isolated, you can clear the noise. You can hear him better. You see him better. You see what it is that he needs you to see. You hear what it is he needs you to hear. Likewise, you will be able to do and carry out what it is he needs you to do and carry out. These people did not understand that. Isolation couldn't break you. Homelessness couldn't break you. Poverty couldn't break you. Adversity, opposition, depression couldn't break you. Losses and defeats on every end couldn't break you. But it shaped you. JC, back me up. GP, are you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together. We gonna slide together. JC gang for life. Stop playing with me, man. Listen, all these different things, like I said, the enemy perceived you to be vulnerable, prone to attack, but they didn't even understand that God got a blessing. God got a blessing. God got a blessing for your miracle. So get ready for your blessings. Get ready for your miracle. Get ready for your blessings. Get ready for your miracle. God's got a blessing. They didn't even understand that the reason why these things couldn't break you was because it was meant to shape you. Because God was trying to prepare you. Because God got a blessing. It didn't matter who you lost. It did not matter who fell off or who fell back. It did not matter what people tried to take from you. Because God got a blessing. It didn't matter the struggles and strife and pain and heartache that you had to endure. Because you knew that it was a lesson for a blessing. You knew that it was a test that you had to learn from. Because God got a blessing for your miracle. God's got a blessing. God's got a blessing. God's got a blessing. God's got a blessing. God's got a blessing for your miracle. All what he needed you to do was clear out the noise so that you can hear. When he was telling you that he was preparing and shaping you for where he was about to take you in your life. Amen. You didn't understand that. These people did not see this. See, now they can't even do no talking. All they could do is sit back and watch you in awe and shock and regret. Because a lot of people know that when God told you to let go so I can come in, they knew you. God knew you was the only one. You was the bridge. What I said, you was the glue, but you ain't going to be the glue no more that keep it all together. So when God told you and he isolated you and he got to you, he said, is this what you want for your life? Are these the people who you want to keep in your life? Because I can guarantee you they're not showing you what their true intentions are and who they truly are and what they have in store for you and what you mean to them. They're not showing you the truth because they're too busy being fake, too busy giving hate instead of trying to collaborate. So when God told you, when God got to you and you was able to clear out the noise, he was telling you, listen, I can bring this in faster. I need you to cut so-and-so off. I need you to move here. I need you to do this. You was able to hear him clear. You was able to see what the next steps were that you needed to take. Because God got a blessing. You stopped holding everything together. And when you let it go, these people know that they burnt that bridge so bad. That's why they're looking, because it ain't no way for them to get back to you. Now that God is blessing you, now that God has revealed to you who your enemies are, now that God has vindicated you, and you ask, well, how is it that God did that? When he told you to let go and let God and back up. See, the funny thing about your enemies, they got a real, like I said, so smart. That's why God told you to back up so that they would expose themselves. And the reason why he was isolating you was so that you wouldn't go against what it is that he had in store for you. So when you backed up and you isolated yourself and you did what you had to do, no one saw you trying to retaliate. No one saw you. They weren't able to take you up out your element. Because see, in that period of isolation, you was able to take the necessary steps that you needed to take in order to properly heal and regain back your power and regain back control over your life. So now when that bridge crashed and burned, there was no way for these people to enter back into your life. Because God got a blessing. God got a blessing. God got a blessing for your miracle. And then once you did what it is that he asked you to do, he came and you said, are you ready? I know that you've been down. I seen that you've been crying. I see these people who are so known.